one metaphor, I guess you could say, that I've been thinking about a lot lately is like, I think our society, when you talk about programs, like DNA has a program, right? But that's not a bad program. That's life itself. And that's really like amazing and divine and beautiful and all the great things. But I think our society specifically is the virus. And because we're waking up
Oh my
now,
gosh.
we've got this virus, this global virus,
Yeah.
you know,
And
but
it's the
the society
coronavirus,
is
our
the
head, our
virus,
mind.
right?
The
Right.
corona crown head,
Yep.
crown of our head, cradle of our mind, cradle of our brain,
The Toltec talk about the parasite. I'm always, I have to bring up Toltec every
knowledge.
we know.
Language operates like a parasitic invader, because it starts off broad and
Reflecting.
obtuse, and it can kind of like simple, and then within almost like a tributary of a river, like with very quickly it spreads and grows, and at a certain point, just like again for the river, like at a certain point it connects to the ocean and has access to the entirety, because like at a certain point, once you get proficient in a certain language, you kind of know all the language, and even if you don't know how you know, but you hear a word you've never encountered, you're tapped in, like you it doesn't mess with you so much. Like you kind of keep and then people are like, oh, context clues, but no, I think it's operating in a much different way. I think like we tap in to like fluency is like a fluid state, like being able to, I think there's something connected. Anyway, but language, again, deception, blah, blah, blah.
Flow, fluid, fluency.
Isn't that,
Like
I never thought
state.
of that too, but yeah.
Word magic.
Oh my gosh,
It brought me so much closer too with the what oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that word magic.
Yeah.
I have a stack of books right by my computer. This is it's one of my favorites. I reference this book all the time. Did you recommend you might have you guys both, I don't know. I feel like I got recommended that book.
I think G recommended it to you.
Yeah.
When the first, I think
I've got it over there somewhere.
Yep, I think I got this. Yeah. I think I ordered this after. I take recommendations pretty seriously. Like if I get
from this community, absolutely.
Yeah,
it might have been Conspiracy.
Way too many books.
Maybe it might have been Conspiracy, because that's where that's the one who I took it from. Yeah.
I don't know. Like language, I think is beautiful. I love language. I love to write. I love to read. I love to talk. I love language. I love talking. But what if language is the worst thing? What if language is like the worst? And like if we didn't have words, what if we could just tap into each other with telepathy? And we don't do that because language, and it's like, I don't know. I wonder.
Right. And it exists. So it's clearly these powers that we speak of. I mean, this isn't stuff that's just made up. This is stuff that certain very special and unique people can do. Of course, absolutely. And it's censored as they say.
But I'm with you, HV. I love language, and I don't see. I used to think like, what if it is the worst thing? But I don't see it that way anymore, because I kind of relate it to technology, where it's like you can build war machines, or you can build music speakers and like peace machines, essentially.
Yeah.
And language is really like the first technology. I feel like it was one of the premier technologies.
And it can be a weapon. Speaking of war.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what the word magic talks about, and it's exactly what the Toltecs talk about.
Our words are swords.
With your word.
Impeccable with your word.
If you're using your word to spread love, you can create a beautiful reality. But if you're using your word to destroy others, who at the end of the day are nothing but reflections of you, then you're destroying yourself.
Your own reality, your own version of your video game. You keep losing points, and your world keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. You keep going down levels, but you don't realize it. You
don't even realize, and there's so much of that out here, and there's so many things. There's so many things that bring that out of people. I mean, social media is a great thing, but look at how it's used by so many people,
right.
And and what it can do. I mean, this is what I love about these platforms. When I mean, like what we use and how we talk and how we share information, because these sorts of topics are parsed through, and they're dove into at a deeper level, and you get to really ask these questions and feel them out together, because nobody has all the answers. With all the wonderful and amazing information that you put out there, none of us have all the answers, at all, not even close to it. And it's always good to come together and talk about these things.